Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Watch Takes and Watches with Oliver. I'm glad to have you here. I know it's been a while since I've released an episode on a watch, but I've been really busy working on home projects and my cars, just preparing it for overlanding trips because summer is finally here and I want to go out there and start doing road trips and all that fun stuff. But before we begin, let's go ahead and do a watch check. I've got my Bulova oceanographer right here, the Euro version with the red dial. It is on a Caravelle strap. Now this Caravelle strap belonged to a Caravelle watch, one of the modern Caravelle watches that we'll be reviewing today. It is from the Caravelle retro lineup. Now if you guys haven't seen that, Caravelle does have a retro lineup which gives homages to their divers lineup back in the 70s. And nowadays, Caravelles are pretty affordable. You can find these watches pretty inexpensive. But this diver-esque watch, I should say, reflects back on that. And while it's not a true diver's watch, it is diver-inspired. Shout out to Joe for telling me to freeze the watch because here it is frozen. Now it is working and it's still ticking, still keeping time. We'll get more into it later on. I still need to defrost this watch, which I will show you in a bit. So yeah, just before we do defrost it, I just want to say thanks for giving support, watching my channel. Hopefully I can make more videos. Your feedback is great. I really appreciate all the interaction and feedback. If you guys have Instagram, follow me on Watches with Oliver for more Caravelle and Bulova content. But without further ado, let's go ahead and defrost this watch. It is still ticking also, it's keeping good time. All right, so here we are. We're gonna defrost the watch right here and try to free it from the ice. Now, this watch is rated to 50 meters or 165 feet. It does not have a screw down crown, nor does it have a, what do you call it? It doesn't have a screw down case back. So for everybody out there that always says, oh, you gotta have those things, well, this watch isn't like that. And it's on a Straps-Co ladder bracelet, as you can see right here. So here it is defrosted and still ticking, still working fine, as you can see. As long as the O-ring gaskets are good in the case back and in the crown, the watch will work perfectly fine and won't fog up or anything. All right, so let's go back. Hey guys, all right, so here we are back with the Caravelle fully defrosted. This is Caravelle reference number 403B168. And you can find this on the Caravelle website. It's under the Bulova website actually, but you can find it there now and along with other models. So they have this version, which is the black dial and black bezel with red, and then they have a green and orange one as well. I would say it probably pays homage to the 70s style right here. Obviously it's a bit bigger for modern dimensions, but it kind of has that cushion case shape that's reminiscent of the 70s. The bezel also has red all the way going up to 20, and so I believe it pays homage to that. The dial is pretty nice. It has this brushed textured finish, which we'll take a look at more close. The date's at 6 o'clock and has this nice white chapter ring as well. And as you can see, it's ticking away, so it is quartz powered. Let's go ahead and take a look at it closer up and show you what's inside. Alright, so here it is, the Caravelle Retro, reference number 43B168. As you can see, it's a relatively simple watch with some nice design cues such as this bezel, but it does not rotate, so it is a non-functional bezel. It's just there for display. It looks pretty nice. It's very reminiscent of the vintage Caravelles with the red from the 0 to 20 markers. Why is it red? I'm not sure. With the date at the 6 o'clock right there, and then you have a red seconds hand as well. The dial is this black. It's not completely black, but as you can see, there's this grained texture to it. I don't want to say grained, I'm sorry, brushed texture to it, as you can see right there, which gives a nice finish, so it's not completely black. It also has a crosshair dial, so as you can see, the white crosshair right there, and a white chapter ring as well. Now, there is barely any lume on the hour and minute hand. Alright, so I went ahead and snapped the case back off, and you will be presented with a quartz movement. So it is a Miyota movement. It is Miyota 2115 quartz. As you can see, it's held in place by this white chapter ring right there. There's the battery. Pretty straightforward movement, very small, and keeps accurate time though than any other mechanical watch, right? If we take a look at the case back right here, and it is your typical snap case back. There's the O-ring right there, as you can see. So that's what keeps it sealed, and that's what keeps it water resistant up to 50 meters or 165 feet. Alright, so here it is again. So it's a pretty nice watch. It's pretty inexpensive. Again, you could find it anywhere for a pretty cheap price as well, but the quality is really good, and as you can see, it can handle some swimming, some water, even frozen water. The bezel is non-rotatable. One thing to also just note is that the crystal is not sapphire, it is mineral crystal. I'm not sure if it's glued in or just popped in. I'm not quite sure about the construction of this. I have taken it apart, but not the crystal. The whole movement and all that is all one piece, so it's a chapter ring, so that all comes off. But overall, a nice little package, and it's a nice everyday watch, and it has diver-esque type qualities, and it's a nice grab and go piece. Alright, so that sums up my video review of the Caravelle Retro, reference number 43B168. So what do I think about this watch? Well, at a price point of $100, it is a fantastic watch, especially when you change out the strap for a bracelet like this. It totally transforms the watch. Shout out to Joe at Watch Tailor Youth for telling me to freeze the watch. Obviously, to maintain water resistance, you don't need a screw down crown or case back. You just need some good O-rings in the crown and an O-ring in the back, and you'll be good to go. On Caravelle's website, you'll also find different colorways. They've got an orange, they've got blue, green as well, and this one is the black and red version. I'll go ahead and put the links in the description below. Thanks very much for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Check out my other Caravelle videos. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.